Yeah, we are almost there. Yes, we are live.
We're live.
Oh, yes. Welcome, guys. I see Seaway TV is already here. Hi. Hi, Seaway TV. Hi, guys. Welcome, guys. We have a special guest and a special topic today. It's been a while, guys, but yeah. So thank you. Maybe we wait for a few more people. I can only see three people. Only three. Dave, Ondiek, Aaron. Hey, long time, Dave. Where have you been? How is life? Yeah? Oh, we have everyone here now. Isa, welcome. Siway Nutrition Therapy, Lucy, welcome, guys. So welcome, guys. So welcome, Babutunde, Gabriel in the house, Nutrition, Siway, Isa, David. Thank you, guys. Invite more people. We have a special topic today. Welcome, guys. My name is Cynthia. Just in case you're new here, just in case you're coming back, thank you so much for your support, guys. You guys are awesome. Caleb, welcome. So we have a special guest today, and her name is Dorothy. She's going to introduce herself, tell us about her YouTube channel, tell us about, more of herself so that we may get to learn. And then we shall move on into our today's topic. Okay, welcome, Dorothy.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us to today's live. As you have heard, Cynthia called me. My name is Dorothy. So my channel name is Dorothy's TLT. And TLT stands for Topics, Lifestyle, and Travel. Yes, I am one girl who likes doing just quite a few of things. Oh my goodness. Just when I'm on live, that's when I have a phone call, guys. 1 minute. Cynthia, 1 minute. Please bear with me, guys. Please bear with me. Is there a way you can pause this, Cynthia? It's very important.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I had to take her out because there was background, but I'll be bringing her. So if you have some friends, guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much, Dave. Thumbs up. Oh my gosh, guys, give it a thumbs up. It's gonna be a hot topic today. It's gonna be a very nice topic. Something that we've all gone through. We have seen it happen in our society, and we thought about it and thought maybe right. Yeah. So let me see. It's ready.
Mm-hmm. Can I call you after the live so that we can?
Oh, okay. Sorry. She's on a phone call. But hi, Lucy Chwada. Guys, welcome so much. So it's gonna be talking about jobs because we all know how as cats back at home. We all know how jobs back at in Africa are scarce. So we thought maybe we should talk about jobs and some of the things we need to do once we get a job, right? So welcome, guys. Are you okay now?
Yes. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My lighting is really horrible. Sorry, guys. I have whatever. I hope you can see me or view. So where was I? I was introducing myself, and I'm really sorry for this interruption. All right, Cynthia, thank you for continuing. So yes, my guys, so in my channel, I speak about topics about health improvement, mental health improvement, anything that is good for our mental health, guys. I've done some counseling and psychotherapy, though not practicing. So I find it, good enough for me to just bring topics just to help us, discover or rather identify issues that are affecting the society or us as individuals. And yes, and then lifestyle, and then travel. I love to travel. And so when Cynthia told me, to join her for some topics, regarding our country and other issues, I was like, I think that's a good idea. So guys, thank you so much for inviting me on your channel, on your side with Cynthia. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you, Cynthia.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. If you have more people, please let them join in, invite them. Welcome. I can see Johnston has arrived. I can see, guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys, please. Yes, so yeah. Okay, so today's topic is, Kenya. We see you have your patriot, So today's topic, we are gonna be talking about no jobs because strengthen your brethren. Oh wow, what a wonderful name. Strengthen your brethren. That's our YouTube channel name.
Wow. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Strengthen, names have power in them. So yes. That is a good one. That is a good one. So today's topic we are going to be discussing, Dorothy, about jobs back home, because we are always hearing people complain we don't have jobs, back in Africa in general. We don't have jobs all the time. I have gone to school, I have degree, I have diploma, I have all the certificates needed for a certain job, but there are no jobs to be found, So let us tackle that topic and figure out where is the problem, where is the issue with this, right?
Yeah. Actually, Cynthia, just to be honest with us all being Kenyans or being Africans, if there are other Africans in the house, let's say this. We have struggled with that issue of unemployment in Africa, right? It's either the person that connection, right? Someone that in a position, or it's always been kind of pathetic, the system. Someone that it's been very hard to really get employed, employment. And yes, we do have some people who have their qualifications, and we do have people who have not got jobs, and other people who are not even qualified sit in those positions. And it's very unfair. It's unjust. That's why we have some of us who had to leave the country because of no choice and go look for employment or something else somewhere else. So yes, I can acknowledge and I can agree that we have a problem of employment in Africa. But then, having said so, then we also have people who are coming up, especially nowadays, and maybe trying to eradicate this issue, these problems, because we have so many private businesses, springing up, which are offering now, stepping in and offering that position for employment to people. So you can find someone, even someone start a young business or a young company, a little business, and bring in employment, to people. So not like before, where we used to always just rely on jobs, maybe on government jobs, jobs that were really tight to, for anyone to enter, because I think it was more a mentality of companies were owned by people who had millions, because we saw the people who got into employment, they're the people who had the money to borrow money to start businesses. So it was always, even the private sector was always like that. So, but now we know that even young people, anybody can just spring up, start a company, start a business. It's much easier now, with the technology, with how things are going, and employment are being offered out there. Now, the issue is now, how do we now then come to the topic we want to discuss today? Because having struggled without employment, then we have now people who are creating employment. Then how are people taking those job position, and how are they relating, to the new job that they're being given, no matter the job? That's the problem.
Yes, yes. So we have seen so many people are coming up with businesses. Someone comes up, they set up maybe a supermarket or a small shop, maybe a warehouse, any small business. Someone comes up with some loan. Employed family, you take up a loan, and figure out, I can do this, I can create employment so that I can help our people, right? So you bring up money from a loan, maybe from your company, and then you set up a business. So it means you need to hire people. Maybe you're working there full-time or part-time. So it needs employees in that establishment. So here is where the issue comes in. You find yourself an employee. Maybe you have a small M-Pesa shop. You find yourself an employee. You hire them in your shop. After you hire them in your shop, little do you know that that person is not there for good. That person is there for their own benefits. After a while, they work for you a month or 2, 3 months into the business is running at a loss. And you wonder what is happening. Only to realize that the person that you have hired is benefiting themselves more than benefiting the business. You're supposed to look out for your brethren, be your brother's keeper. You know that this is where you're getting your unga from. This is where you're getting your rent from. So it means you're supposed to work there diligently. You're supposed to be trustworthy. You're supposed to be there, doing the best you can to make sure that the business succeeds. But there you are trying to take some money for yourself. Maybe you want to go open a business for yourself, or you want to do whatever the money you're taking away from the business for. It doesn't matter. The fact remains that you're being dishonest. You cannot be trusted. And now all of a sudden the business is shut. Then what do employers do? They get scared of opening up businesses. And that is where the unemployment issue comes in. That's when now people start saying, oh, we don't have jobs. You're scaring away potential investors, because of untrustworthy,
So that's very, very, very sad, Cynthia. Having said that, my brother did open, he did do something, it's not a hotel, but it's something equivalent, like a lodge, which of course did employ so many people. We have people in the kitchen, we have, the accountants, we have people at the bar, we have different people. So those are job opportunities, right? And guess what, Cynthia? Exactly what we're just saying, that's exactly what happened. People started now profiting, benefiting themselves. And some of these people were even young guys in university who he decided to offer them employment because some of them were struggling with fees. And so he steps in and says, you know what, I'm just going to offer employment to these young people so that they can empower themselves. Some of them can pay, their school fees. But only to realize that these same guys were eating up, his business. He was going under a lot of stress. Now, listen, this is the time when I was in Kenya in March, and I really felt sympathy for him and felt anger, because I was like, seriously, like, how do we stop, this lack of integrity and dishonesty as a Kenyan or as a people? And we just appreciate the little place that we are, because whose much is given, much is expected. Do you understand? If you are faithful to little, you'll be given more. You are there, you have no job, then you've got someone who is creating employment and considering you. That's why I was coming to the beginning, to the genesis of things, how before things were really hard for anyone to get a job. But right now you realize that you can, someone can start a little business and come and offer you an opportunity that was really hard for for people back then. Then you get into the job and you benefit yourself, and you ruin this business that you have been put to manage or to work in. That is dishonesty, And besides being dishonest, it's also a very poor mentality. And this is the thing that is keeping us as Africans behind. Do you understand? Because if you lack ethical, if you are not ethical, if you lack ethics, you are not going to go amount to anything. You get me? Because this process just comes from one level to another. Because if you can do that for someone else, believe you me, you're going to also go start something and someone else is going to come and do it for you. So it's been like a tangle, like a pattern. It's like people, I don't know if it's a lack of an awareness or maybe the poverty that we have back home because of the economic situation, that maybe some people are ignorant or they're lacking the education. Do you understand? Because maybe that's what they have seen. They have been seeing like, oh, maybe I get somewhere, I feed myself or I take care of my own. And so because of that, they get in there with that mentality and they forget to see the future. You get me? Where they're going. And they destroy for other people, So I think also as we are speaking, it could be an awareness on how to really be, to practice honesty in an employment, in a job that you've been given, no matter what it is, and so that you can be able to benefit and other people can benefit. Because when you ruin a business like this, you're not only ruining for this employer, you're ruining for other staff members. Because if that company goes down or the business, everyone is at risk of losing, job. So ni unga inamwagika kwa kila mtu, so people have no employment because one person or two people decided to, come behind and jeopardize, voila. Two people decided to come and take care of themselves, of their own bellies, greediness and selfishness. They forget there are other people out there as well who have this job to as their bread, they're getting their bread from this place. So it's not only the employer who is getting affected, other people are also getting affected, because I don't think it's all of them who come together and conjure to come and steal. It's just a few, and then we have some other few honest ones now who are going to lose out if this business doesn't proceed. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and actually Farhasad is saying many people are opportunists. They don't care. And that is the thing with not caring about your brother or we are all brothers and sisters. That is one thing. Let us stop this mentality of saying one man for themselves and God for us all. That is the saying that we usually have. Everyone for themselves and God for us. That is the saying that we usually have.
Sorry, Cynthia. Mimi mtanisamehe, endelea pole.
Okay. So let us have that kind of, that brotherly love, taking care of each other. And that is why usually in my channel, the reason I say, even also on your channel, because I see the kind of content you put out there. It is content to help our fellow people, help, our fellow brothers and sisters. You understand? You want to help. You have not put it there for your own good, but to help other people as well. Because why? You are a brother's keeper. You are looking out for others. So others come first and then you come second. And the minute we put that mentality into practice and realize that, okay, this person has sacrificed, they have taken up a loan. Most businesses are opened using loans. They have taken up a loan to give us employment. And maybe you're getting hired there. You have a wife at home, husband, you have kids, they need school fees. You need your mom to have something back in the village. It's affecting a whole society and a whole country as a whole. That is one thing people are lacking to understand. The minute you yourself get that job, you are affecting the whole society as a whole. It's not just about you. It's about your wife, your kids, your mother back in the village, and then your mother, if they have something they can share with the other village mates out there. You see, it means you are affecting a whole globally. It affects everyone. So, and that is the number one thing that we get from people who live abroad. The number one thing here is trust. Trust is very, very important. Here in Canada, trust is very vital. Like they expect you to tell the truth all the time, like to be honest all the time, you know?
Yes.
So once you get used to that, and that is how we have realized that these countries are able to move on. They are able to, you know, all the roads are paved, like we are all equal, like jobs are everywhere, every single day. You understand? Because of the word trust. You cannot have a DUI, you know, drink and drive, and then meet a policeman and give them something small. They have bodyguards, you know. You cannot do that, and that is built trust. The police are already trusted that they will do the right thing once they catch you driving drunk. You understand?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
until we eradicate that kind of, you know, mentality, that is the day we are going forward.
Yes. Something else to add on top of, just to expand on what you're saying, Cynthia, discipline. Discipline. You know, like, you know, what's far sad, many people are opportunists. Yeah, they're opportunists because, of course, they don't care about someone else. They don't care about, like you said, about their children. Because when you're ruining something good, you're ruining for your children back there. Let's even come to the point where that some of these things, they affect generations to come, because stealing, that's a curse. So you're cursing your own generation, you know, because you might be thinking that you're doing this now. People need to look to the future, and most people are just taking it now and eating now. They're forgetting the tomorrow, because their children are the future generation. So whatever you do for someone here, it goes down your generation as a curse. And that's very sad. That's why you find so many people are affected in so many ways, just because of maybe something that happened down the line, their lineage. You understand? Now, you talked about like the way outside here, how there's, you know, jobs are readily available, you know, how people are able to kind of be honest and work with integrity. I mean, at job places, you know, you have to be ethical. Discipline, that is what we are lacking back there in our country. We are lacking discipline. We have lacked it for a very long time, and it's very sad. Yeah, because you'll find from the government to the schools to their even homes, you know, there's so much indiscipline because people are just living anyhow. You know, people are just like the way one of our guests said, opportunist. It's all about me, myself, and I. I take care of me. You know, and the moment you just have that mentality, you just think about yourself, you're ruined, you know, because we need to be taking care of the other person. What we do now is going to reflect back to other people and the society at large. And it's very sad because, you know, when you talk about, like, for example, how you can drink and drive here, you're not going to meet someone on the road and give them money. Oh my goodness, you're not going to get out of that prison. You'll be double fined for that. That is sad. You get me? Then you wonder, why is it that we back home, we just seem to be only taking care and looking for today, and for me, myself, and I, we are forgetting tomorrow? Why? What is that problem? And how can it be eradicated? Because surely we keep on talking, and many people have talked about it, people who care, because, you know, we're talking about this because we are concerned. I'll be honest with you, Cynthia, these things have ruined my head. Every time I used to say, why? I keep saying, why though? Why do we have to behave the way we behave though? Why can we not be disciplined? But then again, Dorothy, I come back to myself and I return, because I'm also from there. And then I look at the pattern. You understand how things have been, you know, processed, how we've grown up, not much education surrounding various, you know, things. Like, for example, it's like a string of self-care and status quo. What I have for me, you know, and what I can be able to show to other people. And so now this one became like a disease, like a cancer that has gone on and expanded. You get me? So much so that people are left scared. So, yeah, so that's why it's very hard to understand these things, and really to, you know, to be able to come around and put our mind around it, or wonder how we can be able to overcome it. Not unless maybe we go back to, you know, to the awareness, you know, bringing that awareness to people, and so that people stop being ignorant. And you know that what you're doing for that specific moment, you're affecting, like you said, Cynthia, many other people. It's like a ripple effect. You get me? A little drop, it spreads and then it ruins everything. So people have this closed mentality that if I get into one place, I'm going to take care of me. All right. As long as me is good, then and the close to me maybe that I care about, I don't care about other people. This has ruined us. That is the problem. That is the problem. That is what we need as Africans, because let me tell you, this thing is not only in Kenya. That is what we need as Africans, to stop just focusing on now, today, and me, or maybe the person that is close to me, and we focus on, no, how can we be disciplined? How can we do this so that we can all benefit and all profit, so that we can grow, so that, like the way that your guest said, strengthen your brethren. And you also said, be your brother's keeper. You understand? So if we stop now just concentrating on self, and we look at other people to serve, you understand, and to be able to kind of share, then we are going to be able to make our country better. Not only just looking at just what we can get. Yeah. I think that's the thing, Cynthia. Yeah.
And then I wanted to add on that. There's one thing that we always forget, and that is, what you do, whatever energy you give to the world, it always comes back to whatever energy you project. May it be positive, may it be negative. The world always has a way to bring it back to you somehow. And we forget that if the minute you're doing something like that to someone else's businesses, and maybe at one time in your life you want to be a business owner, you want to hire people, how do you expect those people to be honest in your business, yet you, when you are being employed somewhere, you are not honest? How is that supposed to work out? How is that supposed to work out? I always wonder.
Sorry to interrupt you, Cynthia. Just to expand a little bit. That's why I said they look at now. You have touched a very important one. They look at now. They think that today they're just employed and they're trying to survive. They forget tomorrow, they can also come out and be an employer. Go on. I just wanted to add to that. Yeah.
Yes. And you can't expect your employees to be faithful, to be truthful, yet that is not what you planted. It's like planting a mango and then expected to reap oranges. It doesn't work like that. We have to change our mentality. We have to change our mentality for things. Those are small blessings that we tap into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those small things, they will affect. Maybe you are applying for a job, or you are applying to go abroad. Start from where you are. Start being faithful from where you are, and then God will come and take over. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You have to plant that seed, because once the tree grows up, it has many branches, right? Maybe you're applying to go abroad, maybe you're applying for a bigger job. You never know. But from that tree of faithfulness, that is where you bear the fruits from the branches, all kinds, all around your life, everything works out for good.
Cynthia, one time I did a video, just a little crazy, video, about diaspora. And I did touch on something. Sometimes I do these videos, and sometimes I know most people are not going to understand what I'm trying to project. But then I say, hey, well, Lord, just a little, because charity begins at home. That's why I'm in UK, but I'm going to talk about matters in Africa. That's why you're in Canada, because no matter how far we go, home is best. And we are always going to be thinking about our home back in Africa, because every time I'm here, sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, see how Africa, we are so blessed. We have everything, resources. What do they have here? They got everything from Africa. You understand? So we are so blessed. And then we are so blessed, but yet the poorest. And so hated. And let me tell you why we are hated. Because of this poor mentality that we are always exuding, and because they know that we have everything, yet we don't have the solidarity to even be able to help ourselves with it. I mean, is it a curse? Sorry. Sometimes I just wonder why. And so, honestly, Cynthia, I would be honest. One time I did a video and I said, listen, it's not even diaspora where there is life, because once we're here in diaspora, we're just here with no family. And we have to work in, work out to pay every bill. And you're not seeing your mother, you're not seeing your brothers and sisters and your friends. You know, some of us left and forgot so many friends, you know, that we had. We have not seen our families for a very long time. But yet you can be back home in Africa and you have everything. You have your family near you. And then you have the opportunity to expand in either way, because why? You are in your land and there are so many resources. The world is back home. I'm telling you, the world is back home. The quality of life at home is the best. If only people can improve on their mentality. The reason why everyone wants to migrate and escape is because of the pathetic situation back in Africa that has left the country so deprived and so depreciated, you know, and because why? We have a few people who just decided it's just me, you know, it's just me and maybe the few people that I know. And then now we have the majority of so many people who have a lot of skills who became frustrated and they have no choice but to just move and displace. Now, what has been happening? Maybe the most skilled people, the most disciplined people, I'm not, please guys, do not misquote me, I'm not trying to be funny, but the most important people who have had maybe so much skills to give must have left the country, because some people somewhere are sitting in a position and ruining the system and ruining it more for those coming up. And then now those who have gone up outside, they go there and then they expand because they have taken their skills and they have been appreciated and they use their skills in those places. So what have we been doing? Africa has just been going down and then and down and down. And now these people are the positions who are taking and who are stealing. What have they been doing? They have been showing now the people who are coming up. Yeah, this is what we do. You know, you struggle, survival for the fittest. It's survival. Listen. So when you get to this position, then you can drive your Benz, you can drive a big car, and you can build a big house, and then now we have some respect. You know, because so now people are big. That's what you can see now. These people trying to steal so that they can come out, so that they can also project their status quo. Look at me, nimefika. Sorry, this is the problem. Let's just be real. We are all here. We are not going to sugarcoat here, saying that. You understand? So it has been a pattern of trying to step. It's like the crabs, you know, in a bucket. You get me? Crabs in a bucket, they'll be stepping onto each other. None is going to come out of that bucket. That is exactly what has been happening with us in Africa. So whoever comes out, goodbye. Look at me. I was down there. Puberty gone, kwaheli. Now let me go. Now come back and show you that I've made it. You understand? And so now these people who are left behind here, they are so also, oh my goodness, me too. I would like to have what that person has. Are you seeing what I'm just follow me, guys. If I'm losing you guys, just follow me. So now everybody has been, that is the ignorance I talked about, and the indiscipline. So now people are trying to salvage a situation for themselves so that they can be accepted, because Africa is who has money, who has a big car, who has a big house, who is going to be respected and accepted. Now, that's why anybody is like, okay, I've had enough problems. I can't get employment. My family is poor. So if I get to a place, I also want to come out. How is there going to be integrity and honesty in a job place? Now, that is the root cause. So not unless we change, we really go to the morality side of it, and we say, like, you know what? Let us just be a people who are faithful, though. A people who are God-fearing, and just respect the little that we have at hand. Be faithful servants with the little that we have at hand, so that we can not only help ourselves, help other people. You know, we care more. And then now we are going now to start changing that mentality, shifting the paradigm, and we are going to become a better people. And let me tell you something, Cynthia. Yes, we do have, many of these cases, but there are a few people who are coming out in the midst, and there are people, a few people who are showing, listen, this is not how we do things. They are, and I'm hopeful that we are going to be an Africa that we are talking about, that we want to see.
That is very true, actually. That is very, very true. We need to to have more platforms, trying to tackle this issue, trying to open eyes for our people for them to realize that this is not working. This will not work in 10 years, in 20 years. It means we'll be stuck in the same situation for many generations to come if nothing is done, Let us not think about ourselves only. Let us think about our children as well, because once we empower ourselves, we empower our families, the society, and the whole continent, as whole. You understand? Let us not come into this thinking, okay, no, I have to drive this car, I have to have this house as me, myself, not caring about the other person,
Yes.
Let us take, I usually say, when you're doing a job, do it right or don't do it at all. Do it right or don't, just leave it. Don't do it at all. You know? Because the minute you're doing a job and being dishonest and, and some people you see, they are hired somewhere, they are doing it as if they are being forced, they are dragging their feet to work, that is a job that puts food on your table. Why would you behave like you're being forced, you're being dragged there against your will? You know what I mean? Let us have that culture, and that is the only way we are going to start succeeding. That is the way we are going to start succeeding. Take that job as if it's your own job. Be super faithful, because you don't know what God has in store for you. You understand? One day you might be in the same shoes and you want honest, truthful employees. You understand? Because whatever energy you project is what you get back.
That's right. You know, Cynthia, talking about being faithful, being faithful in your job. Let's say working, like you said, working as doing that job as if it belongs to you, that is paramount. I always tell myself, when you're placed somewhere, work it for the glory of God, because your employer might not see you, but you see there is one who sees everything and who has projected, your destiny, who's your destiny is in his hands. I mean, really in Africa, we don't fear God, because if we do, and we're not saying that here diaspora, everybody is also good. We do have a few rotten apples, of course, but because of the severity of the system, the discipline is at hand. You get me? But back home, every time I say about the problems that we have, or the issues and the loopholes, then I come back to the system is broken. Because you get me? And then I come back and I'm like, okay, Dorothy, you've talked a mouthful. It all begins with the system. So because the system is broken, the people were left to fend for themselves. And that's why you can see nowadays we see people coming up, the pure Mwananchi coming up to help the fellow Mwananchi. By the way, look at the way the Kenyan spirit, absolutely mindful people to other people, because we are seeing people now come up and like air situations that are really, really mind-blowing, and we see Kenyans come together and help. So Kenyans are people who can really, really come together with that spirit and help. But then because of the system being broken, people have been left now in a position to fend for themselves. While we said and we agreed, it is a place now where people are running like survival for the fittest. It's me, or no one is going to cater for me. Have you ever heard of this in Msemo back home? One for all, I don't know, and God for us all, something like that. So we have been running with this, and then we laugh it through. That's why Cynthia even brought up these topics about mental health improvement, because to be honest with you, we have been laughing through issues and problems, and because the economic system is so hard in Africa, and because even the people don't have like proper, what can I say, like here, people you can be diagnosed to have a problem like a mental issue because of, and then they follow what is the pattern. Why is this person behaving like this? You get me? Like maybe in a place of work, they can understand, oh, okay, maybe this person is suffering from some mental health issues, and they're able to take care of you, and you still can get an employment. Back home, there's stigmatization. There's so many things. So people have come up with so much comedy, laughing through problems. Yes, for how long though are we going to laugh through these problems? And it is not because it's not the people's, it's not their fault. It is because they had to cope somehow. So that is the kind of coping mechanism they adapted to. And so what has happened, everything that is supposed to be really taken care of has been swept under the carpet. Let's laugh through this problem and let's run with the life as it is. So, okay, wewe umetokelezea, sunionyeshe venye hata mimi naweza toka. You see, that has been the spirit. You get me? Please, usinisahau, siunikumbuke. Now that's why that's why I spoke about the connection. Okay, how about now that person down there from a humble background who has nobody, who has no one to help them, who do not know anybody in a position? You get me? Where are they left at? Where are they? That's why we are seeing extreme poverty, extreme languishing of poverty, and it's so heartbreaking, really. Cynthia, talking like this, and I thank God for this platform. It is coming from the core of my heart, because I have really sat down, even being here abroad for over almost 20 years now. Goodness me. Yes, but my mind has always been home. And there's sometimes I used to be so heartbroken, and I'm thinking, oh, poor Africa, a gem of wealth. Surely, but where have we gone wrong? Now, these are the things that we are identifying and uncovering, Cynthia. Topics like these are going to maybe also open our eyes as a people, because these people, our guests who are sitting down here watching us, listen, we are not entertaining them. We are discussing, and I love the fact that they are also discussing here. Because now we are opening each other's eyes. We are not saying that we know better than anybody, but God has given us this platform. We can use our mouth to speak, because I do know there are people who are sitting somewhere as well who have been seeing this, and they'll be like, wow, how do we change this? I know this is a cry for so many people. This is a cry for so many people, because I can even see here on the comments, people are agreeing because they have seen what has been happening. So the issue, we started with the issue, no employment. Can you be trusted in one? No job, can you be trusted in one? Of course, we cannot just cover just employment. It's so many things, so many things, like the ones we're talking about, government systems. Sorry, I'm not being political. I don't even like politics, but all these things that have really affected how people view things and how people relate and how people now see things. And that's why I was talking in one of my videos. I say, okay, guys, listen, if you want to migrate and go abroad, there's nothing wrong. Cynthia, you speak and you encourage people about even going to Canada. It's a good thing. If you can plan ahead, if that is the place that God is, wanting you to go. But let me tell you something, guys. Coming abroad as well is not an easy thing, and so many people have suffered out here. I can attest and tell you that I've also gone through a fair share of a lot of challenges, before I even come to this place. And sometimes I sat down, and that's when my eyes were open, and I look at the country I've come from. I'm thinking, such wealth, such a beautiful land with everything at hand. Where have we gone wrong? Why do we have to migrate and come and suffer so here? And you see, we are now telling people that we have suffered, but there are people sitting somewhere in Kenya who are like, if only I can get my due. But how about now we make our home? We make our homes before we go knocking outside and going to take all these skills somewhere else. We make our home, guys. These are the things that are making us talk, because it's not everybody who's going to displace to go abroad, right? It's not everybody who is going to migrate abroad. And like the way we are saying, a few people can get the employment, in a certain position, maybe in a government, or maybe the connection that they know. But it's not everybody who can have those connections. The same way, it's not everybody who can migrate, Maju. So how do we then love ourselves, love our country, be honest people, be disciplined people, be ethical? Because first of all, we are not counting at least. If I start saying the system here, Maju venye inakuanga, I think hata Wakenya wataniambia sasa wewe umekuwa brainwashed, sasa ni nini unatuambia? So I'm going to talk to the level of where we are as a country, because I know even Kenya is coming up. We are not where we were. But what I'm trying to say is this. Kwanza huku, they screen references before you can get a job. Ni ukweli, Cynthia? They screen your references so hard. That means kama ulikuwa na ka job, hata kama ni ya kufagia, if you mess there, it can, sorry for the word I wanted to use, it can sabotage your future, of employment. But in Africa, you see, this is the broken system. Things like that are not. So if somebody else is gonna maybe take care of themselves and steal from a certain job, this is the same person who is gonna go and do the same in another job, because there's no system of screening, criminology and things like that. So there's no database of this person has done this person has done that. That's why everybody is now affected. But then again, do we have to go to that length? How about it starts with ourselves? How about you start with you and know that we start with ourselves and know that, you know what, if I am going to do this to another business, I could be ruining it for my child tomorrow. And again, Cynthia, like you mentioned, you're not an employee for the rest of your life. You could be employed today, and tomorrow you wake up being an owner of a company. But guess what? It all projects back to you. What you did for one person is going to come back to you. So let us just be wise, really. Yeah.
Yes.
Let us just be wise.
Let me read Johnston's or Lefa comment. He said, Africa or Kenya has good weather for agriculture. We have good education system.
Yes.
Shida ni wizi, corruption, tribalism, nepotism, na umekula kila kitu.
Wow.
Yeah, that is what Johnston Olefa says, which is very true.
Very true.
And then Caroline says the other thing is embracing each other's success. That is another thing.
Yes.
Dorothy, embracing, me feeling jealous for Dorothy because Dorothy is so successful, and maybe you have been genuinely working hard. You have moved from one step to the next step to the next step. But once you succeed, I'm so jealous of you there, Dorothy. That is the other thing that really eats us as Africans. Being jealous of your sister, your brother. You don't want them to succeed. It is very sad. We have everything. We have everything in Africa, good education, everything. If only we stopped that selfishness, that is the only way we start succeeding.
True. And stop rushing before your time. If you see Cynthia has made it, what is making it? Okay. If you see Cynthia is in a certain position, you may never know the process for her getting there. You don't know the seasons that she has gone through. You see, we need to understand that we go with seasons, and life is a process, because it's a learning curve. You don't want to get somewhere. You don't want to get somewhere when you're not prepared to be in that place. You get me? That's why we have so many people now taking the shortcuts and getting to a place, yet they're not equipped to be in that place. Are you following? That's a problem. So you might be admiring someone because they're in a certain position or they have made it to a certain place, but you do not know what they have had to overcome. And the lanes, the lanes are different. You have your lane, another person has their lane. You see, everyone has their lane. Stick to your lane and then trust in God, because God is a God who is rich and he has blessings for everybody. And the reason why he's going to put somebody into a place before another is because he needs the other person to also be prepared to get into that place. Otherwise, you're going to get into that place prematurely and you're going to sabotage where you're going to be placed. That's why you see we have people who have done shortcuts into riches, but they do not even know how to handle that. They're not going to even respect what they have. They're not going to take care of these people who are coming up. By the way, today we were talking, Cynthia, we are talking about employees. We are also going to come up and talk about employers who are in a certain place or position and they look down upon other people. Because remember, also, we could have a few people who are in positions who are also going to really traumatize other people and maybe cause these people to behave a certain way. And I'm not excusing, I'm not justifying that people need to steal or people need to be dishonest. I think we also need to touch on the topic of employers. I think it's a balance. It goes either way, Yeah. So because some people have become.
Give me a minute, then you can continue. I'm coming.
Okay. Oops, guys, I'm left with you. In Cynthia's live. Okay. Yes, guys, let's just continue with just a little bit of what I was saying. And I think this is really a good topic. And thank you so much, all of you who are discussing down on the comments. It's really nice to see your input and to know that we are in this together. It's not something that just Cynthia and I are just deciding, okay, now we are sitting in this position or in this platform so that we can show, pour out and show how clever we are. No. This is an issue that is for all of us. As Kenyans and Africans, we have all been affected in one way or another. Maybe not personally, but maybe even someone that or maybe even what we see happening around us. So us discussing these things, and like I said, it's like a little ripple effect. It just spreads. We have this talk here. Maybe someone else decide to expand on it, and then we go on talking. It's going to start changing people's mentality, because I also mentioned, and I can also add to it, that sometimes some people do certain things because of ignorance, lack of knowledge. Welcome back, Cynthia. Lack of knowledge. Yes, lack of knowledge, and which is very sad, because for example, let's say, for example, someone has finished school and these people have not been exposed to so much. Maybe what they've been exposed is just what they can see happening. Maybe they have seen someone maybe steal so that they can make it. Now, how is that person going to be able, to come out there and be a disciplined person? They're going to follow on that footstep. So we need to spread this word. We need to speak out. We need to be a voice and say, no, this is not how we're supposed to go on with things. Be patient. Go slow and build up. Mi naonanga aki wazungu, unaweza ona mzungu anafanya kakitu kake pole pole, akimbi pole pole, lakini ako kakitu kanakuja kwa empire. Discipline is very important, guys. There is no point of us just rushing prematurely and then we destroy for other people and for our country, our beloved continent, where we are rich with everything, gold and hey. Guys, we are supposed to be the people who are lenders, not borrowers. But we have been the former. We're supposed to be lenders. Oh, sorry. We have been the latter, borrowers. I'm going to confuse myself. Yeah, we are supposed to be the people who are even coming out and saying, oh, okay, look, this is what we have. And we can give a certain monetary to a certain country, because we have everything, guys. Let's just agree there for 1 minute. We have every resource. We have the best weathers. Cynthia, tell them right now. In fact, Cynthia, you guys are going to fall. You call it fall as we're going to autumn.
Yes,
guys. If you know how hard it is, you guys, you have the sun. Hey, kweli kutoka nje ilinifanya nika appreciate nyumbani. Honestly,
you never know what you've got until it's gone. Yeah.
Thank you. Asante. True.
Yes.
Wow.
So let me see. Karori Liz is saying good content, following you from Kiambu, referred by Jack. Oh, thank you, Karori. I hope you're enjoying and you're following. Yeah. So make sure, guys, to subscribe to Dorothy TLT. That's where you get more and more info, but we shall be doing more and more of this, because this is very helpful, Dorothy. I'm really liking, the change that we are making. Just changing a few people will create that ripple effect. It will go more and more further to, the society as a whole. So Absolutely. It's not in vain. It's not in vain what we are doing. Yeah. So. And who else? Humble recall email address. I put in my Instagram there. My Instagram is Cynthia Knowledge is Power. That's my Instagram. And then who else? Give us any questions if you have any questions.
Number Mark,
that
is
we
it Mumbere Mark says, thanks, my dear sisters. Please, we really appreciate and we need each other. You have opened our eyes and ears. Very soon we'll be in Canada. Welcome back. Welcome to Canada, Mark.
Yes, welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Any other more questions? I think we shall be doing this maybe or every other weekend, because this is very important, Dorothy, and this
is very informative. Yes.
Yes. We have this platform for a reason. Let's use it positively. So that impact our society. Just impacting a few people make a difference. Yeah, it doesn't. I know we are just small. Yeah, we are small YouTubers, but just a few people, it creates that effect. We can't lose hope because we know we are doing good, right? Any parting shots?
Well, let me just read for what Farhapsad had said: self-centered killers, and put us in the situation we're in Africa. Farhapsad, we will not die but live. We would have fainted unless we believe to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. We will live. We are going to be hopeful, but you are right. That self-centeredness has to really stop. And we have CWEI TV who says, thank you, Madam Cynthia. This is very open and eye-open discussion. You're very welcome, CWEI TV. Thank you so much, everyone. So much so for really taking your time out of your busy schedule to come and watch our live. We don't take you for granted, guys. Okay, we just want to say thank you very much, really, for. And we have Carol release good content following from Kiambu, referred by Jack Snatch. Thank you, Carol release. You're very welcome. Yeah, guys. So thank you. We don't take you for granted. We really do appreciate your input and your coming to watch this live. And yeah, we hope to see you soon. Like Cynthia said, we can most probably be making this live every weekend and talk about issues that are affecting us as a continent and in our societies as a whole. If we have a voice and God has given us a platform, I do believe that is the purpose. Because for me, I always used to ask God, what is my purpose? So I've been in my God pursuit purpose, and I'm feeling so confident and comfortable, being here and speaking with you, Cynthia, and speaking with everyone else in the, who has joined us. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you so very much. And hopefully we're going to see you again next time. Mm-hmm.
Let me read one more comment from Farhasad. So he said, I was opportuned to own a company back in Nigeria, and this establishment was destroyed by a family member I trusted.
Cynthia, your name, Farhapsad, I feel you, my brother. And I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. Do I tell you that makes the two of us, well, me not in Nigeria, but in Kenya? And it's very sad. And everything went down into dust. You can see that you can see these are the things that we are talking about, because even here, people have been affected by these kind of topics. And it's really sad, because that's a company that you had started so that you can help people. People think that, oh, this person is getting enriched and this person is, sitting in a better position. No, he's actually giving you and another person an opportunity. It's not about this one person. That company would have grown, and who knows, so many people are bored to be an umbrella to feed so many families. So sad.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear. I have been a victim of that as well. Yeah, with a family member. True be said.
It's sad. Yeah. So Sally, you have just Sally has just joined us as we are going. Hi, Sally. Welcome.
Welcome,
we are
Sally.
ending our live. We are ending our live. So yeah, so guys, don't forget to subscribe to Dorothy. We shall be doing this because these are matters of the heart. These are everyday issues that affect us. Things that people sweep under the carpet. They don't want to talk about them. We shall be talking about them so that we just speaking to a few people and, creating a solution is good
Yes.
enough. We have done our best. God will do the rest, you know. The
Praise
main
God.
thing is that you have done something, you know. The fact that you
Yeah.
have gotten out of your comfort zone and, you know, realize that these things are real and we need to discuss about these things, you know, that is good enough. We have done our part, and the rest is up to, you know, up to our viewers, you know. It's up to them to utilize what we talk about. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
It's up to
Yes.
them to utilize, and it will create a ripple effect. It will, you know, touch all around our lives, our spouses, our kids, our parents, all that.
Absolutely.
Don't just think about yourself. Think about your neighbor. Think about Dorothy as well. Think about, you know, yeah, this is something,
Yes.
Dorothy, we have to be doing so that we may take our people. Yeah.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think these are some of the whys we were talking about the other day with you. You know, the why are you doing this? Not
Yeah.
for the money, but there's something inside you that God has put inside you for a purpose, you know, which is very important, more than the money, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because as we know, I have a full-time job, you have a full-time job. We don't depend on this, you know. We are not here for the money or here to compete with someone. We are just fulfilling a mission in us, you know, which is very important. Yes, that's like $1 million in the bank, right? So otherwise, thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to Dorothy. I'll put the link down in the comment section.
Thank you.
You want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to add a little bit. Charity begins at home. Charity begins at home, and so that's why we are feeling really, you know, the need or the urge to bring these kind of topics. And information is power, you know. So whatever it is that we have seen there, you know, we're talking about diaspora, you know, Maju, and we're talking about home. But you see, if we speak, we use these platforms as we have been given to expose our even things. We're not just going to talk about the pains in Africa. We can bring topics and show people, oh, you know what, this is what happens here. We are sharpening one another. We are also opening each other's eyes. That's why these social media platforms, they have really helped us as well. Because remember, once upon a time, we were really in some terrible place where we had no opening, no understanding whatsoever, whatever happened, you know. But now we can be able to learn from other countries and bring it and, you know, run with it. Yeah. So
yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we shall be speaking more and more about this and many other topics that affect our society. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to Dorothy TLT. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and also Sally is here. Don't forget to subscribe to Sally. She's in
Hi,
Germany.
Sally.
Yeah, she talks about Germany. Subscribe. Let us uplift each other, yeah? Yeah, I'll put the link to Dorothy down the comment section so that you guys can just go there and go straight. She has wonderful topics about mental health, right? So don't forget to, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you, and God bless you all. Okay.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Bye. Have a nice week ahead.
Yeah, you too. Blessed week.
You too, Cynthia. Bye. Thank you.